Hello, this is James Birchall, coming to you from another Smartcar Coffee Confidential. We are on our way to pick up this week's guest, and his name is Rory Nisan. Let's go get him, shall we? You know, it's great fun interviewing small business owners, VIPs and dignitaries, and if you like this kind of content and you'd like to get regular updates, then why not consider subscribing to my YouTube channel? There's a button somewhere on this page, probably says subscribe, it's probably below us. So yeah, give it a click. Here he comes.
All right. Ah, this car's my size.
This car's my size too, see? I got the headroom.
Yeah, lots of room. Okay.
And then
all right, well, thanks for this. That was
that was tons of fun.
Yeah.
That was the shortest interview to date. There you go. Now I told everybody your name on the drive over to pick you up.
Okay.
But just gonna start the engine up and we'll leave the fan running for a second. But why don't you tell the viewers?
All right.
I see you actually. I'm here with Clark Kent.
Oh yes.
Yes, it's a Superman look. Yes. It's a shockingly similar, you know, the hair, the look. This is Rory Nisan. Rory, say hi to the viewers.
Hello, viewers.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun. You can leave now.
Oh, all right.
All right, let's go get that coffee.
All right.
So we're going to Tim Hortons today.
Yes.
This is the one on Brant Street.
Classic Canadiana.
This is true.
Owned by a Brazilian company, but nevertheless.
Yeah. Well, you know. One does what one can. Actually, we're moving fairly slowly now, so we can
Sure.
we can open these up.
Could you ask for my coffee in a medium cup so I don't spill it all over myself?
So you want a small coffee in a medium cup?
Yeah. I don't mean to be picky.
No, that's particular. That's okay.
I'm very clumsy.
Well, we do have cup holders.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're down there.
Ah yeah.
But no, that's fine. That's actually pretty intelligent.
Well, like I said, I'm a Tim Hortons veteran.
I just drink my coffee really quickly.
The ins and out. Yeah.
All right. Remind me when we get there, because I have the attention span of a goldfish.
Okay. Well,
which is about 9.5 seconds apparently.
We're here, by the way. So.
Oh, there we go. Yes. See, I've already forgotten. Small black coffee.
Small with 2 milks in a medium cup.
Anything else? Yeah, in a medium cup, please. Could you put the small coffee in a medium cup? There's your coffee.
Wonderful. Oh yeah, I can feel it.
So, tell me a little bit more about being a diplomat. I mean, I read some of the online blurb, and honestly, I find it all very intimidating, quite frankly.
Oh.
You know, because it's like, I really have no idea what a diplomat does.
Yeah. Number one thing is make sure that Canadian interests, Canadian business, and Canadian people are well taken care of internationally.
Okay.
So in my case, I do a lot of negotiating. So I've been down to the United Nations and done human rights negotiations where I make sure that you know, the kinds of human rights that Canadians care about become more common internationally. I also was at NATO doing negotiations around North Korea.
It kind of makes what I do for a living pale into insignificance.
I wouldn't say that. No, I wouldn't say that.
I mean, wow, that's. I don't think I've ever met anybody that you know, that worked for the diplomatic corps. Is that the official term?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, the foreign service. Yeah.
Foreign service.
Yeah.
You sure you're not a spy?
I'm fairly sure. Yes.
You're fairly sure.
I think they would have told me if I was a spy.
Oh, maybe.
I'd like to think, anyway.
That's true.
You know what? Canadians aren't actually allowed to spy internationally by law, so we don't have a CIA.
Really?
Yeah.
But that would be an awfully cool thing to tell everybody, that we don't have one, because, you know, if we really had one, you really wouldn't want to admit to it,
theoretically, that's what you would say, but it happens to be true.
It'd be like a double bluff.
Right. Well, maybe this is a triple bluff then.
That's true. Yeah, this is why I don't do humor for a living.
Right.
So you became a diplomat, and you've been a diplomat now for 10 years now.
Yeah, 10 years. Yeah, 10 years at Global Affairs Canada. Yeah. Now we're going into details. That I'd have to see if your clearance was active before we could go into that, and everyone watching.
Pinky promise? I won't tell anybody.
That's not in the legislation, Jesus. Pinky promises.
No pinky promises?
No, they redacted that a long time.
Oh, they redacted that?
Removed it. Yeah.
So what was it that made you, you know, I guess, wake up one day? Well, actually, how did this go down? What do you like? Jump out of bed one day and go, "Mom, I want to be a diplomat."
No, not quite. But I did sort of stumble onto the Foreign Affairs website when I was in second year university.
Oh,
At the time, I was kind of between a poli-sci degree and a history major, and it sounded pretty glamorous, and it sounded like we were making quite a difference internationally. So that's what got me into global affairs, and I really enjoyed it. I felt I have been able to make a difference in some ways. Still, you don't get that feeling of actually being able to see and feel the difference you're making. And I've learned
that's because you're helping people overseas more than here, right?
Maybe, but when you're sort of inside a basement room negotiating resolutions, it becomes kind of hard to really connect with that, and see whether it's actually helping people or not. So that's a big reason why I'm running for city council. Is all change is local. So
that's true.
This is a great opportunity, I think, to really bring about a better community here in Burlington.
When did you start thinking about running for council? Now this is city councillor for Ward 3, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So when did that tipping point happen for you?
Good question. These things, they kind of develop slowly, and I think sometimes you don't even realize this is what you want until you're sort of further into it. I was really trying to save Pearson High School from closure last year.
Right, I heard about that.
Yes, and we didn't get the result that we wanted or frankly deserved. And coming out of that, I realized if you want to make a difference, you got to be willing to sit in the hot seat and really get in there. So that I realized that last year, and then when I came back from Brussels, my girlfriend and I came back from NATO in Brussels, we talked, and I said, what do you think? Maybe this is it. Maybe this is the opportunity. So that's it. And then we started pursuing that, and I've been really sort of overwhelmed with the support that I've had in terms of building a team, because if you don't have a team behind you, you're not going to get very far.
No,
so I started talking to my friends from the Safe Pearson crew, and they were encouraging me, and then it just sort of built out from there until now we have a pretty large team, and you have your ups and downs with this. Some days it feels amazing, other days you think, oh boy, this is a long road to hoe. But having those people behind you really keeps you motivated, keeps you stable, and so I really appreciate that.
It is hard work.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely. May end up being the hardest thing I've ever done. Burlington's in a very interesting point right now.
Oh gosh, yes it is.
So we need to. I think I can bring my skills to the table. I hate to see how there's two sides that are so deeply ingrained, and there's this me against them attitude on both sides. So we need to work together, try to build some consensus and start communicating better. Because with the school closures, that was brutal on people.
What do you do for fun?
Oh wow, fun. Yeah, there's an idea. I love playing softball. Try to get as many home runs as I can. It's not easy though at my size, but I do my best.
Actually, you've alluded to size a couple of times. And actually, let's just cover this off.
Self-deprecating humor.
I know, I use it too.
One of my specialties. So
you're 35.
Yeah.
Not inches tall.
Right.
35 years old.
Yes, sir.
And so the people can do the math about how long you've been a diplomat, which I still think is pretty damn impressive. And what is it? You're like 6'8" or something?
Oh, well, depends on what shoes I'm wearing, but I rarely get up to those heights. About 5'7".
Oh, that's a good size.
I give myself 5'7". Yeah. That's friends too. I'm lucky to have a pretty big circle of friends, including here in Burlington. So, going for beer, watching the Raptors or the Leafs,
See,
I wonder how the Leafs are doing when people start watching this, or the Raptors actually.
Well, this is going to air in next week after next, so it's not too far
so
away.
it could be the second round, or everyone could be on the golf course.
Go for it. Make a prediction.
Oh man, Raptors advance, Leafs don't, unfortunately. There you go.
Well, you heard it there first.
Yeah.
Well, by the time you're watching this could be ancient history, but
that's fun.
yeah. All right. Well, we're just circling back to our point of origin, because Rory has a busy schedule lined up for himself today.
Yeah, busy schedule for the next 6 months or so, and then lots of free time.
We will if you don't get elected.
I don't get elected. Yeah.
It's like, shh. No, we might have to cut that out now.
Yeah,
if I don't get elected.
Okay.
Now you've got as good a chance, if not more, than most people by the sounds of it, from what I understand. No, I mean, I'm not trying to suck up or anything. It's just like you've got you've got the history, you've got the track record. I mean, there aren't too many diplomats, I think, in the running. I think you're the only one, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any other diplomats running for city council in Burlington. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right about that. Yeah.
Well, the good news now is we can open the windows up.
Okay.
Yeah, and turn the engine off, and it'll get a little quieter.
Well, it's a good challenge. It's a good challenge. I'm very excited for the challenge that's ahead, people. So it should be a fun race. All the best to all the candidates, though. Should be fun. It's good. You need a good exchange of ideas. If there's one person running, then you don't get that, and democracy can suffer.
It becomes an American election. Like, just, was it the W know, the W don't know?
Right.
Two choices.
Yeah.
Like
so there's going to be some. I'm sure there's going to be some good candidates. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Is this the point of Is this the point where I leave?
No, not yet.
Oh,
just yet. No. If people want to get in touch with you,
right?
Let's have that. Let's sort of do the. How do I get in touch with Rory? So,
sure. info@rorynisan.ca.
Yeah, that's Nisan, not like the car. This is
like the car, 1S.
1S.
Yes. RORYNISAN.ca.
info@rorynisan.ca.
That's it, right there. Yeah. Or give me a call.
Do you want to give me your phone number, or it's up to you?
It's on the website anyway.
Oh, all right. Give me the number then.
905-464-7195.
Are you active on social media?
Yes, several.
Are you allowed
mediums.
to be?
Social media. Several social media. Does that sound right?
I don't know. I was reading something on LinkedIn this morning. People were arguing over math or maths. So I wrote plurals just to mess with them.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
yeah.
It's 1:15.
Okay.
I know.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah. See, look at the timing.
I gotta go, man.
You gotta go.
Yeah.
Well, it was a real pleasure getting to know you.
Thanks for the coffee.
You're most welcome.
Yeah. Small coffee, medium cup.
That's right.
Small cup. Exactly.
Well,
you would be a medium coffee in a small cup.
I would actually, just to be difficult. I'd be a medium coffee in a small cup. It'd be overflowing. No, I'm more of a cappuccino kind of guy anyway.
Oh yeah.
Cappuccino with a side of Jack Daniels or something.
Oh wow. Okay.
Not when I'm driving, obviously.
Jeez. Yeah.
Coffee and alcohol. One lifts you up, one takes you down.
Yeah. Exactly. Why not both?
That's right.
Why not both?
It's all about balance in life, right? All about one in each hand.
Exactly. Well, James, it's been fun.
It has.
Okay, I'll bolt now.
Yes.
Yeah. Great to see you. Okay, let's
grab your coat.
Stay in touch, okay?
We will.
Good luck.
Oh, to you too.
All right. All the best.
All right.
See you.
Cheers. Well, that was my Smartcar Coffee Confidential with Rory Nisan. And I have to say, he's a cool guy. Anyway, my name's James Burchell, and this has been another Smartcar Coffee Confidential. You take it easy, and as I'm fond of saying, stay frosty, hustle smarter.